You know, I've always thought of the Civil War as kind of a 3-day war. You know, like the first day, second day, third day, boom, it's over. But really, of course, it wasn't. It was a brutal, bloody conflict that lasted for 4 long years. But those 3 days in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, they really were a turning point. And I can't think of any other 3 days in American history that were so decisive, so pivotal, so gripping. Today we're going to look at some amazing primary sources from those 3 days, and I promise you, by the end of this episode, you will understand why Gettysburg is known as the turning point of the Civil War. Alright, let's get into it. So this is an 1863 map showing the Battle of Gettysburg. The first day, second day, third day, boom, it's only 3 days, right? But look how intense it is. Look at all this action packed into just 3 short days. And of course, focus on the third day, because that's when it all came to a head. So here's the situation. The Union Army is over here, the Confederate Army is over here, and in the middle is Cemetery Hill. This high ground is the key to the battlefield. If the Confederates can take it, they'll be in a position to really destroy the Union Army. So early in the morning on July, General Lee decides to go for it. He's gonna launch a massive assault up Cemetery Ridge. It's gonna be one of the most ferocious attacks in American history. And you can see on this map just how close the two armies are. Like literally, like the soldiers can like smell each other. Like the tension must have been absolutely palpable. And then comes Pickett's charge. You can see it right there. It's right there. It's not a very long charge. It's maybe about a mile, but the Confederates have to charge across this open field. And what's really amazing is that you can see the angle that they're charging at. They're charging straight into a Union army that is well entrenched. They don't have a very good chance, but by God, they're gonna try. Okay, so here's a painting of Pickett's charge. And again, you can see how close the two armies are. And you can just see the men running, the men falling. It's an absolute bloodbath. You know? Like if you want to know why the Civil War was so horrific, so terrible, it's because of these charges, these frontal assaults where wave after wave of young men just get mowed down by the enemy. Okay, so here's a photo of Little Round Top. And this was a crucial part of the battle, because if the Confederates could take this high ground, then they would be able to flank the Union Army. So there's this amazing story about a regiment called the 20th Maine. They're defending this position, and they're holding off repeated Confederate attacks. But by the end, they're almost out of ammunition. It's just these 20 guys left standing on top of the hill. And the story goes that their Colonel Joshua Chamberlain, he sees that his men are about to run out of ammo, so he orders them to fix bayonets and charge. And you can see in this picture, like the bayonets, right there, they charge down Little Round Top and they save the day. Okay, so now we're gonna hear from some veterans. So here's a quote from a Union soldier named William H. Powell. He says, "We stood with our guns in hand, watching the enemy as he advanced from the hill in our front, expecting every moment to be the last of our lives." Here's another one from a Confederate soldier named John B. Gordon.